now. A retired Lebanese Army General Elias Hanna joins us now to discuss the ongoing truce in Gaza. General, thank you so much for your time. Firstly, your reaction to the ceasefire.
My reaction to the ceasefire is like it was a necessity for both sides. You know, you remember, I think that there is a formula, the 3 or 4 R's. It's like rest, reassess, reorganize, and re-engage at the same time. There was political pressure on Netanyahu inside, from the United States of America as well as from the Arab allies. And moreover, for Hamas, it's very essential to reassess the situation, to see what's going to happen, where are they, how much they have lost, how much they are going to hold for, next time. So it's like a necessity for both of them. But the critical question would be what we are going to do, or they are going to do after the 5th day if it doesn't go well.
This is quite fragile, isn't it? 2 Palestinians have already been shot trying to return to their homes in the north. General, what kind of action would be considered a total collapse of this 4-day truce, you think?
I think the problem of this, it's not a truce, it's not a ceasefire, it's like a pause, a humanitarian pause, I guess. So that's why in these kind of things, it's up to the parties. They don't trust each other, and still Israel saying it's going to destroy Hamas and destroy the infrastructure and not allowing the people to go north again from the south. So it's like in this kind of situation, it's very complicated, it's very fragile. I mean, there is no monitoring system. There is no finger pointing to the culprit, and then there is no, punishment for the. So it's everything is led to the Israelis what they can do above the ground, and maybe Hamas won't be able to monitor and go all over the Gaza Strip. So that's why they have asked for cessation of overflying by drones over the southern part of the Strip, and then 6 hours allowed to overfly the northern Strip. So we are in a very fragile situation. We have to wait and see every day. Maybe it's like a built-up confidence between parties, pressured by the United States of America, by Egypt, as well as by Qatar.
I want to get your perspective on Israel's military as a force. The Israeli Prime Minister spoke on American media, Fox News, within the last 12, 13 hours. The presenter of Fox News talked about Israel being a military that is trained not to kill civilians during war. Is that the impression you get, that the Israeli army exercises restraint?
I don't think they are exercising restraint because, the war is an urban warfare. Hamas is deployed within an urban area, which is the strongest point of Hamas. Where can they go? They are within this community. So I think that there is no restraint. So that's why when they see that there is like tactical intelligence dealing with the senior commander of Hamas, they go and destroy it, as it happened in Jabalia like 10 days, 15 days ago. So it's not really, and what is reflected on the ground is like more than 14,000 people killed, among them 5,000 children and women. So how can we, defend such kind of things? So that's why maybe it's a hindrance. It's like a moral issue for the Israeli defense forces or Israeli forces, as well as for the Americans. So that's why the pressure is all over the United States of America. That's why they try to impose. And here comes a dilemma, This dilemma that if you want to go into war again after the 5th day, everything depends on the security and the safety of the hostages. So when you go into war again, you cannot be able, you won't be able to talk and negotiate with the Hamas leaders. So they are moving maybe underground, the hostages. So it's like a dilemma or maybe a paradox, So that's why the Israelis, they stopped by American pressure. They say, we have lost Yahya Sinwar, because they were, negotiating with Yahya Sinwar. So when you go up and escalate, So Yahya Sinwar vanishes. So to whom you are going to talk, and how can you really release the hostages? In addition to this, you are telling Hamas, I'm going to destroy you, but at the same time, I need my hostages. So this is like a strong point for Hamas, how Hamas would go and give you what you want to do. So that's why I think that Hamas will play the time, delay of, recovering all the hostages that are with different Palestinian faction in Gaza Strip. And then by time, maybe it's like spill over, or maybe to implement, like a quasi ceasefire. But we go back and say how Israel can really calculate or measure the success. They were maximalists at the beginning of this war to destroy all of Hamas and, infrastructure. So far, they are only encircling Gaza City and maybe like dissecting the Gaza City. So that's why yesterday we've seen high degree of escalation never seen before.
Interesting perspective there. We appreciate your time there, retired Lebanese Army General Elias Hanna. Thank you.